Hi friends, this is Audi1 and you're watching part 5 of the sqli lab series. For those who are watching this for the first time, it is strongly recommended that you go back and watch the other 4 parts. The links are given in the description below. So let's start. In the first 4 parts, we started with the installation and then we moved on to dump the database by help of error-based SQL injection using union select and commenting out the remaining part of the query. In this part, we would continue further and try to do it in another way where we'll not use any comments but we'll try to balance the extra quotes. Let's do it. On the lesson 1, a single quote broke the query. So instead of giving the comments out, we just need to fix it. We can do it in 2 ways. We can use either an OR statement or an AND statement. So this time I'm just providing a quotes on the left side because we are already assuming that there is a quote on the right side inside the query that the developer has put in. Let's see. It works. Everything is working. With OR statement, it just took that part or this part to validate it. So we were not seeing the refreshing username and password on the screen. Once we have this, let's try our order by, as we did that in the previous chapter. Try to guess how many columns are being used by the developer. So let's say order by 1, nothing happens. Order by 3, nothing happens. Order by 5, nothing happens. If you remember, our database is having maximum 3 columns from what we enumerated in the previous videos. Even if we say order by 50, still it doesn't work. So a constraint, order by does not work if you are not using comments. Then what is the way? In this case, we have to do a kind of a trial and error, or you can say a kind of a brute. How? We can just say union select 1 and see, we get an error. If you remember, in the previous videos, we had discussed that with the union statement, the left side of the left statement and the right statement should have same number of columns. That is why we were trying to guess columns by order by clause. But in this case, the left side presumably has, and as we know, 3 columns. So right side is having just 1. Let's try 3 then. 1, 2, 3. And it works. Let's try 4. Again a failure. That means that our database or the query being used by the developer has 3 columns. Again, we will invalidate the first part and we see 2 and 1 on screen. Is it this one? I doubt. Let's change the 1 to 5, and let's change 2 to something like 10. So okay, we got 10 on the screen, but 1 is still there. From where is this 1 coming? Any guesses? If you just see this statement, it just says select 1 comma 2 comma 3, for example, and 1. So this 3 is being evaluated along with 1, and the output is being referred to. Because and 1 is giving you a kind of a true statement, a boolean, so will always return 1, means a true. So that means effectively we just have one column to dump what we want. So we can just do the same way. The database name is security. We can similarly dump the version. So we got the version. We can dump the current user. It's again the same root at localhost. We can also use the version data dir. So nothing changes till now, apart from we were using the comments. This time we are just balancing out the remaining of the query. We could have also used 1 equals 1, just for some who might be getting confused that why I didn't use. It's the same thing. But what changes here? The problem here is, as this third column is being evaluated with this AND, so we cannot terminate it on this AND. What I mean is, let's do an example and explain. As we learned in the last time, that we say table underscore name. Now we have to do it here. From information underscore schema dot tables. And you see the error popping up. Somehow I have observed that using the from statement does not work well when we have an AND to terminate with a limit. So this kind of injection becomes trivial. So in this case, we cannot use the info being dumped by the database to extract information, or we cannot force the database to dump the information we want. Instead, we are only relying on the MySQL errors. The MySQL errors are very flexible, or MySQL in itself is very flexible and does not give out much information in the error as some other DBs do. So in that case, we would continue further in the next video and explain the double injections, sometimes also referred to as blind injections, but I would say that as we will be using the MySQL error statements to dump the database quickly, so we can call them partially blind, partially error based type. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave your feedback. It would help me to motivate myself to prepare more videos and improve myself. Thank you very much. Bye for now.